Hi everyone, good morning. Today we are discussing about color of the sun at sunrise and sunset. So this is the last topic of scattering of light in harmony and colorful world. See here is very important. Color of the sun at sunrise and sunset. We all to know about the sunset and sunrise. So in sunrise, the reddish oranges color can be we have to see in sunrise and sunset. How it will come the reddish and orange color should be form on the sky surroundings the sunrise and sunset. Let's see what is given in the textbook. Have you seen the sky and the sun at the sunrise and sunset? Have you seen wondered as to why the sun and surrounding sky appear red? Let us do an activity to understand the blue color of the sky and the reddish appearance of the sun at the sunrise or sunset. See here, we are the two things we have to observe here. Surrounding sky appear red. Why the sun and the surrounding sky appear red? Because of the white light can scattering of seven colors. That means H.E.C.W. It is formation of a rainbow at the sky. So in H.E.C.W. there are two different wavelengths of bright colors and light bright colors. So light bright colors have short wavelength, that means small wavelength, and dark colors are large wavelengths. So how can we see the sun and the surrounding sky appear red? Let us see here. See here, this is the due to the position of the sun in the sky. How? The sun is high up in the sky during the daytime, but it is low on the horizon during the sunrise and sunset. So what? When the sun is high in the sky, the sunlight takes a short time to reach our eyes through the Earth's atmosphere. During this period, blue light is scattered more, hence when we see blue light easily. See here, when the blue light is at a short wavelength, that is the shortest time period we have to reach our eyes. So that's why we appears blue color in the sky. Whereas when the sun is low on the horizon, the sunlight takes a long time to reach our eyes through the Earth's atmosphere. During this period, blue light, which has shorter wavelength, is scattered more than wavelength is more. That means so we could not see the light waves with larger wavelengths like red, orange and yellow. That's why sky appears in the reddish color. See here, the red, orange, yellow colors are largest wavelength. The blue rays are short wavelength. So that's why short wavelengths could not be reached our eyes. But large wavelength have to travel a long distance. So that's why the largest wavelength can be reach our eyes. Then we appear reddish color in at the sky in during sunset and sunrise. Let's see the activity 11.3. See here, place a strong source S of white light at the focus of the converging lens L1. The lens provides a parallel beam of light. Allow the light beam to pass through a transparent glass tank T containing clear water. Allow the beam of light to pass through a circular hole C made in a cardboard, obtaining a sharp image of the circular hole on a screen MN using a second converging lens L2 as shown figure 11.11. Dissolve about 200 grams of sodium thiosulfide hypo in about 2 liters of clean water taken in the tank. Add about 1 to 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid to the water. Then what do you observe? See, in this activity we have to use two converging lens, that means L1 and L2, and one transparent glass tank T. And the solutions are, one is thiosulfide and another one is hydrosulfuric acid. Let's see the figure. So source of light, two converging lens in one whole sheet, and one is the screen and transparent glass tank T. So when the source of light passing through the lens, that means when the light is converging through a parallel beam of light through the transparent glass tank and through the small hole sheet, then that whole sheet, the light waves are passing through second converging lens, and it passes through the passing through screen MN. So when the source of light is imaging on the screen. So let us see here how the formation of the image on the screen by the source of light during this activity. So these all are the arrangement of observing scattering of light in colloidal solution. What is the colloidal solution here? The pure water is mixed with 200 grams of thiosulfate and it adding with hydrosulfuric acid. Then the colors can be forming by the image on the screen. Let us see this activity. During this activity, it look like a color of the sky at sunrise and sunset. So, how the color of the sky at sunrise and sunset by using this activity? Let us see here when the source of light is visible like this, and we have to place a converging lens L1, and the converging lens is shows the parallel beam of light, and it was placed nearer by the transparent glass tank T. And also whenever we have to use a whole quartz sheet can be placed nearby the tank, and the light was produced whole through the screen. When the converging lens L2 is added here, then we have to image can formed on the hotspot. When we are adding sodium thiosulfate, then we mix it with concentrated sulfuric acid, then all the transparent glass sides colors can be changed. Which color can be changed means whenever we using microscope, the small particles of the yellow color, that is the sulfuric acid, we have to observe within 2 to 3 minutes. Then after we else the color can be formation through like this. So whenever the orange shade and red shade and blue shade and green shade should be, we are observing clearly when we are using on the screen. So by using this activity demonstrates the scattering of light that helps you to understand the bluish color of the sky and the reddish appearance of the sun at the sunrise of the sunset. Light from the sun near the horizon passes through the thicker layers of air and larger distance in Earth's atmosphere before reaching our eyes. So that's why the larger wavelength of reddish color, orange color we have to see in sunset and sunrise. However, light from the sun overhead would travel relatively shorter distance at noon time. The sun appears white as only a little of the blue and the violet colors are scattered near the horizon. That is the shortest wavelength can be observed, the shortest distance to travel from the light to our eyes. So most of the blue light and shorter wavelengths are scattered away by the particles. Therefore, the light that reaches our eyes is longer wavelengths, thus gives the reddish appearance of the sun in sunrise and sunset. How the observing in during that activity, how the lights can be formed by the lens. During two lens we have to use when the source of light coming towards the whole of the quartz sheet, then we observe on the screen on that activity. Like the same only, you have to observe in our eyes and source of light, which has the longest distance means reddish color, which has shortest distance means bluish color. So finally I have to say the sun appears reddish, which is the sun nearby the horizon on the Earth's atmosphere. When the sun appears bluish, which is nearest by the Earth's atmosphere by the noon time. So the sun was it reddish or orange color, which is a traveling distance of wavelength is very large. Because of red color and orange color should have longest wavelength and to travel large distance. So when it is in appear by bluish color, we have to observe the nearest by the sun and to our eyes. So that's why it has looked like the sky is bluish color. The bluish color means the shortest wavelength which travels shortest distance. So this is come a scattering of light by the Earth's atmosphere refraction. Are you understand? So this is scattering of light which helps to you understand the bluish color of the sky and reddish appearance of the sun at the sunrise or the sunset. So this is the main concept of scattering of light. So this is the whole chapter completed. So this is the ending concept of human eye and colorful world. So the main concepts are eye is very important thing to a visible our to do everything to ourself, right? Thank you everyone. So I will give the notes. So be prepared well and go for examination. These weekend videos are very important to do write the examination very well. Okay, done. Thank you.